I think y'all should sizzle. All right. Hello, peace and blessings to everyone. Okay, so we just gonna wait for some more people to just come in the building, cause sorry, I'm late. Y'all, my lash coming off. Oh shit. Okay. Let me get back up. So yeah, peace and blessings to everyone coming into the building. I wanted to schedule this live just because I know I'm very irregular with going live, and so I wanted everybody to get an opportunity to add it to their calendar if they wanted to check out some of the downloads that I've been receiving. And then at the end, we can definitely go ahead, pull some cards. And so, yeah. So, share this video with as many people as possible. And we are going to get straight into it. How's everyone doing, though, so far? Yeah, I'm just sharing it with some people, though, real quick. Hello, everyone. Okay, so we got some people coming up in the building, so this might be good. You tired. Well, that is definitely your body telling you to rest. I know for some of you guys, you may not know, but it's been all on social media. We just entered into the Gregorian New Year. The real New Year does not start until March, until the spring. But a lot of you guys may feel extremely tired just because we're still in hibernating season. You know, you're supposed to rest. This is your time to reflect, rest, and restore. Even the body, right? So making sure that you are eating your gut healthy foods, you know, drinking your herbal teas, and really making sure that you're prioritizing your rest this season, okay? Because going into the true new year that starts in the spring, you are going to need your stamina. You are going to need your energy to really start planting and, you know, working on sowing those seeds, right? So, like I said, y'all, hey, Enzy, hey, Ja, thanks for tapping into my live. Like I said, I'm gonna just go through a few downloads that I received from my own personal reading, and then we can pull some cards for you guys towards the end of the reading. So, the first download that I got was ancestor work. I hope that we all know what ancestors are at this point, so we don't have to dive too deep into what an ancestor is and blase. But I definitely got ancestor work, meaning that this is the time for you to start building your altars. This is a time for you. Hey Baba. This is the time for you to really start making contact with your ancestors, because at the end of the day, they will start to make contact with you. Okay? You will get the callings. I feel like, you know, with this year, we've been seeing a lot about this year. This year is about, it is the number 7 year. It's the universal number 7, meaning that it's all about spirituality. I know you guys probably seen that on your timeline because we follow the same type of things. But yeah, a lot of people are going to be awakening into the spiritual lifestyle, and your ancestors will be making contact with you because they are going to want to guide you throughout this year. Hey everyone joining in. I'm just starting the live talking about ancestor work and how important it will be in 2023. A lot of people are going to be called into their purpose this year. Okay? A lot of people are going to receive that calling. So it is going to be imperative that you really elevate your ancestors through this time by, making sure that you are communicating with them, elevating their spirits, doing the things, fulfilling the work that they were not able to do in their timeline. Okay? So that really was a prevalent factor in this reading, was doing ancestor work, setting up your altars. And even if you don't necessarily know the practices or traditions, try to reach out to an elder in your community. But even if you don't even know where to start with building an ancestor altar, just light a candle, and that's how you start the communication. But I even feel like they're not even going to be waiting for you to introduce them. Like, they're actually going to be on your head trying to communicate with you. So for the ones that are still asleep, like I said in my tweets, for the ones that are still asleep, your ancestors is going to be on your head, and you are going to think that you are losing your mind because you're going to be hearing voices, and it's going to be very confusing for those who have not really taken the time to learn about ancestor veneration and things of that nature. Okay, so like I said, if you don't know where to start, just start with a simple white candle and try to do this preferably in the morning before the sun rises. Try to, set up that communication with them, whether you just sitting at your altar and just listening, or whether you're deciding to actually pour libations for them. But typically you want to do this in the dawn time, so around 4 a.m. Okay, and then you're going to want to start to do your daily journal entries, and trust and believe they will guide you throughout this year to help you live out your soul's purpose this year. Okay. Hey, what's going on, y'all? So for those just coming in, I was just talking about ancestor work and how important it's going to be in the year of 2023. Another thing that I got was people pleasing. We cannot bring people pleasing into 2023. I feel like last year, 2022, it was all about setting boundaries in certain relationships, setting boundaries in the workplace. And so by this time now, you should have a good foundation in who you are. You should be feeling pretty solid with who you are as an individual, your pathway, your purpose. You should be feeling solid about the work that you want to do, the relationships that you are participating in. If you are going into 2023 with the mentality of not having any boundaries in your relationships, not speaking up for yourself, people pleasing, doing things to just keep the peace, you will find yourself being tossed around like a sack. It will physically drain you, and it will prevent you, like I said, from tapping into the true abundance, to the true inheritance that your ancestors want you to have, that the Most High wants you to have. Okay, so we cannot be bringing in people pleasing in 2023. It is just not going to work for you this year. You are going to have to learn how to speak your truth. You are going to learn how to communicate your needs so that you can release all that is not serving of you. I mean, you should have been doing that in 2022, but if you haven't done it, you need to do it now. You need to learn how to speak up for yourself and not be people pleasing. Okay. We all know that the truth is going to set you free. That's the only thing that sets you free. So with that being said, unfaithfulness. Okay. Unfaithfulness. You cannot be unfaithful to yourself. You cannot go into 2023 lying to yourself about what you want out of life, lying to yourself about specific relationships in your life. You just cannot do it anymore. Yeah, that's just not going to work. Another download that I got. This is for all of my hustlers, my street runners. Talk about my street runners, like what the fuck. But all of my hustlers, visionaries, boosters, whatever the case, whatever you want to call yourself. If you do not want to do the time, do not do the crime. You guys. This, like I said, this is not the time to be doing unfaithful shit. This is not the time to be dishonest. This is not the time to be doing shady shit. A lot of shit is going to be revealed. A lot of people are going to be exposed. A lot of these spiritual leaders that are doing shit for clout and fame and money, they will be exposed. The scam artists are going to be exposed. All right. I feel like justice is really not playing with us this year. Meaning that if you are a scammer, if you already have court proceedings happening in your name, you have to do work. You're going to have to do the work to clear that energy, because karma is coming for everyone. Karma always comes, but the way that it's coming this year, you don't want to play around with that energy. So stay away from illegal activity. Okay? So this goes into my next topic. All right? I know a lot of y'all not ready to hear what I'm about to say, but I have to say it. In 2023, we are practicing sobriety. We are practicing sobriety. All right. All of this overindulgence in smoking weed and drinking, trying to escape and intoxicate yourself to escape your problems. You cannot do that in 2023. Okay. It is just not going to work for you. I feel like it's going to be a highly sensitive year for water signs. So if you're Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, if you have that anywhere in your chart, you will be highly sensitive to drinking alcohol. It's very dangerous. And I mean it's dangerous because I predict a lot of people suffering from depression and possibly falling victim to suicide. That shit is very deep, very harsh, but I have to say it. You guys are going to drink yourselves into a depression because you are trying to escape emotions that need to be dealt with. You are trying to escape generational trauma. A lot of you guys need to find balance in that energy, especially if you're a water sign. Because once you do, on the positive end of that, is you're about to attract so much financial abundance. So much financial abundance. If you find a way to balance that emotion. But for people who cannot get a control, can't control themselves, can't control their emotions, and want to just, escape by going to the club and getting so drunk that you can't remember shit. I'm seeing hella DUIs. I'm seeing court proceedings. I'm seeing death. I'm seeing so much negativity, STDs. You guys have to get control over your addictions. Addictions is not going to work in 2023. This is a real ass prediction. And I've been getting this since early last year. I've been getting these downloads. Stop drinking, they. Stop smoking, they. I've been smoking for almost 15 years. It's definitely, I had to be real with myself. I had to be honest with myself about that. A lot of us, we want to push it off on, we got anxiety. We have this. There's so many ways to cope with your anxiety outside of plant medicine, outside of taking shrooms, outside. What you're trying to do is you're trying to escape from having to do the real healing work that is needed. Because you don't understand, your ancestors want you to handle this shit so you don't pass that shit down to your children. And your children don't pass it down to their children. It's very much generational. A lot of you guys can't even tap in to the real emotional trauma because all y'all doing is suppressing. And spirit is like, nah, I want that shit to come up. I want you to get it all out. I want you to see the truth. I want you to see what your mama been through. I want you to see what your grandmother's been through. I want you to see the abuse your father's been through. So that you can heal. And so that you can elevate those ancestors. So that you can move past that, break that curse, and really attract a whole new level of abundance. Be on a whole new frequency. But you can't do that if you keep suppressing with alcohol. You can't do it. All right? So that is a huge download that I got. Because I see it a lot. A lot of people brought their New Year's in drunk as hell. A lot of people, and it's like, but wait a minute, sis. You supposed to be in the house hibernating. You supposed to be resting. That's why you look beat and tore up. That's why you look motherfucking tired. Take it easy. All right? Take it easy on your body. Which goes into my next download. And this is something that we always talk about going into the new year, right? We talk about our health. We're going to work out more. We're going to incorporate more movement. We're going to eat healthier. But I feel like, the past 3 years when, we went through that whole situation, right? Where we had to wear masks and everything. It definitely showed us that we need to take our health seriously. That was a warning. All right. So for a lot of people, you have not been taking care of yourself. You are a temple. You are your own temple. You guys are putting garbage. Not only are y'all putting alcohol and poison in your body daily. Daily y'all are doing this. But then you're smoking. It's nothing wrong with plant medicine. I mean, and let me just make this clear. Because I don't want to make it seem like you just can't drink. You can't do it. But it's balance. It's balance. But it has exceeded that. Because what you guys are doing, what a lot of people are doing is just escaping. So there is a huge imbalance in how you're participating in these worldly things, these substances. Because I'm not going to lie, I like worldly shit. I do. I can't help it. I'm a human having a human experience. But I always realize whenever I overindulge in something, it destroys me. I start to self-sabotage. You guys are drinking all of these spirits, and that's exactly what it is. It's a spirit. Meaning, when you drinking that Don Julio, you gonna act like a motherfucking hooligan. Like, it is real. Like, this is nothing to play with. Alcohol is known to be a real depressant. All right? So, making sure that you are putting healthy foods in your body, right? You know, we all struggle with this because we live in America, right? Where all they want to do is poison us so that we can never tap into our true power. It's all a part of the plan. It really is. So going into 2023, I want y'all to be conscious about y'all health and the choices that y'all are making. All right? Not just putting stuff in our bodies, but even getting the proper rest. Even resting is an issue. That is a slow death. Sleep deprivation is a slow death. You are killing yourself. You are stressing your cortisol levels when you are not getting proper rest. When you are constantly dehydrated because all you're drinking is alcohol, sodas, and beer. You are creating yeast and candida overgrowth in your gut, which is your whole nervous system. That is what triggers your anxiety. That is what triggers your depression. Gut health is so important. So going into 2023, it is imperative that we literally take care of our bodies. We think twice about what we're eating. It is not just what we're eating, but what we're putting on our skin, what we're ingesting, what we're smoking. Like, we cannot be doing this in 2023 because your body is going to break down. A lot of sickness is going to occur. A lot of death is going to occur. All right? This is real. Like, this is some real ass shit I've been getting downloads about. And I'm like, damn, do I want to get on live and sound so fucking depressing, talking about death all the time? But I have to say it. This is my job. All right. So understand that, you know, not everything could be fixed with the herbal tea. All right. It's a lot of us like that out here too that want to put a fucking Band-Aid on some big shit that you actually need a scientist to fix. All right. I understand, you know, herbal teas, yoni steams, and all that is good for preventative measures. But if you have some real shit going on, take your ass to the doctor. Seriously. Thank you. Thank you. Like, I would love for spirituality to just be all love and light. I really would, but it's not. It's a lot of shadow shit. It's a lot of darkness happening. And you gotta address this shit. You gotta keep shit a buck. Because if you don't keep it real with yourself, nobody's gonna keep it real with you. Yeah. So, for sure. Right? Take your ass to the doctor. Go to your checkups. Get your teeth cleaned. Right? Ladies, go get your annuals. You know what I'm saying? Check on your sugar levels. All right? Because that's another thing. We talked about alcohol. And alcohol creates a yeast overgrowth. Right? Because it's very yeasty. But alcohol also has a lot of sugar. All right? Diabetes kills. And half of our community, our people, are dying from liver disease because, you know, of the diabetes and the ridiculous glucose levels. It is super important. All right? So we talked about dental health, and then moving to a more positive note. in 2022, we lost a lot of people. All right. Death could have occurred. But more so, I feel like Spirit was removing a lot of people, from your life. Okay, removing people from your life that were not serving you any purpose, was not serving of you. So for a lot of you guys, you could have maybe felt like you lost a lot of friends or just felt very lonely, I want you to know, going into 2023, there will be harmony again in your relationships. Lots of harmony. This is the year that a lot of people are going to find their tribes. Okay, new friendships. Okay, the card that came out was the Lover's card, meaning that you guys are about to be so magnetic. If you are staying in a positive vibration, you are going to be highly magnetic. Like extremely magnetic. Like you will blink your eyes and shit will be manifesting. Ashe. Right? But you want to make sure that you are in a space where you are manifesting from a healthy space. Let's just say that. All right. So that is the energy that we want to keep up, and you only can do that by being honest with yourself. Like I said, honesty is the theme for 2023. It's the theme. We not lying to ourselves no more. All right. If you know you sick, stop lying to yourself. Stop trying to drink a herbal tea. Take your ass, research, and find a good doctor that specializes in your people and take your ass to the doctor. Literally, being honest is going to be the key for you. Because the rest of that is going to be easy, Once you do the hard work of saying your truth, speaking your truth, whatever that may be, then you can really move forward and start to heal. And then from that point on, everything that you attract is going to be abundant. It's going to be loving. It's going to be warm and for you. And something that you're going to want to keep around for a while. Okay, whether that's new, like I said, relationships, a new career. Hey, hello, everyone. So yeah, a lot of you guys are going to be finding your tribe in 2023. Okay, so new contracts will be made, new friendships, marriages will happen, babies will come. It's going to be a beautiful time for, being a part of the community and having that harmony with people. Okay. So, I also wanted to talk about mental health, right? Because I don't think people are being sensitive to their needs. Okay. Once again, it's the escapism. It's the lying. It's, a lot of us, when the whole situation happened with the pandemic, a lot of people got PTSD. That's real. A lot of people were suffering from PTSD. It was so much death happening. It just became normal. Between the school shootings, the COVID, between all of this stuff, a lot of people have wanted to numb themselves. And so I think it would be right for me to say this is the year that you prioritize your mental health. If that means seeking a therapist, do that. If that means forcing yourself to, meditate in the morning, whatever it is that you need to do, you have to do it. You're going to need to prioritize your mental health. Because like I said, this is not a time that you want to be in a delusional state of mind and escaping, because the worldliness is about to get turned up 10 levels higher, because it's just part of the plan. It's part of the enemy's plan to destroy whatever you have coming for you. So that's pretty much the basis of the 2023 downloads that I received, but I really want you guys to stop thinking that this ancestor worship, ancestor veneration and honoring the ancestors is just like, I need us to be more, responsible and seek out information, educate ourselves, because, I've had this conversation time and time again. Ancestors aren't real. You got schizophrenia, and it's just like, it's ridiculous at this point. And I just hope you guys know that, the ancestors is going to be coming for y'all if they haven't been already. So make sure you set up your altar for sure, so that they can guide you through this time, and they can hold your hand through this journey, because that's just what it is. I think we need to be honest and say that, this is just not a destination. It's levels to this shit. Healing, it does not have a destination. It gets better, but I don't think it gets easier. And so you are going to need that support. So I think that's it for me. I do want to pull some cards. So we got a few people in the building. Unless anybody has anything they want to add or say, Yeah, I definitely got my deck out, and I would love to pull some cards for some people who just need, some extra confirmation or guidance to help navigate their year, so that they can really tap in to this abundance, because it's your birthright. But there's just a lot of distractions that we're dealing with living in this world. A lot of distractions. Well, go on, everyone. Let's do it. Pull them cards. So should we do questions, or should we just pull some cards? Okay. Let's see. Okay, let's see. When is all right, so we have got for the collective energy, we got the 7 of Swords in reverse. All right, so this is kind of what I was talking about with, lying to ourselves. Right? It's not going to work. And you can't lie to yourself. I think that is very important in this season to notate or document how you've been feeling, your truth. Document your truth and make the decision going into the true new year in spring that you are not going to maintain this mindset anymore. You're not going to keep lying to yourself. Okay, this is kind of the energy I was getting. Let's pull another one. We also have the King of Cups. So there is going to be a level of security that comes with the truth. Being honest with yourself. Because at the end of the day, if I speak my truth, can nobody hurt me? Can nobody tell me about myself? Because I know my truth. You can't make me feel bad about something I already know, that I'm actively working on. You know what I'm saying? So it is so important to, like I said, going into the year of 7, right? The 7 of Swords, going into the year 7. It is very important to find that security in yourself by telling your truth. Linda, who is Linda? All right, people being, I don't know. I love baby. Okay, what's going on here? Anyways. All right, so let's see. How is my 2023 going to be? Okay, so we got the Temperance for your energy, right? So your 2023 is going to be about having patience. Okay, your 2023 is going to be all about you tapping into that alchemist energy. Really embodying what it means to perform alchemy, meaning turning one situation, turning something into something else. All right, so I feel like this is going to require you to learn how to be patient during this time. All right, so 2023 is going to be about patience for you. Okay, really working to change your situation. I definitely see with the Page of Cups here. Okay, the Page of Cups, there's going to be some type of opportunity here coming in for you. Okay, something very unexpected. Okay, let's see what this Ace of Wands may be. Okay, so yeah, you could be definitely manifesting a new position at work. Okay, or definitely manifesting a new opportunity when it comes to your career and work. All right, I definitely see you going into something completely different, a whole new industry. I don't know what you do now, but yeah, I see you doing something completely different in 2023 for work. And I see you having to practice patience in that. So I don't know what type of work that you're really doing, but I feel like it's something that you've never done before, or maybe something that you don't have that much experience in. So just, you're gonna have to be patient with yourself through that time and really perfect your craft in whatever that is that you'll be doing. Let's go live sometime. Beautiful download. Okay. So with that, with being a realtor, and the Temperance card coming out for you, that could definitely be indicating that it's going to take some time for you to build up your clientele. It's going to take you some time to make treadway. Let's see. Do we see success in that? Okay, I think that you should definitely know that it's not going to be easy work. I don't know if you knew that already, but I just kind of feel like with the Tower coming out, this could be some sort of realization here that you're having. about the work that you're going to have to do or the skill that you're going to have to perfect. And that could be why Spirit is saying practice temperance, practice patience throughout this time, because you know, sometimes we get into industries thinking that shit going to just boom, and it don't just boom like that, right? So there is going to be a lot of work that you're going to have to put in, and a lot of practice and dedication that you're going to have to put in for you to be successful this year. But at the end of the day, the temperance is saying that you will prevail. You will be successful through this. But it's just going to take some time, and you're going to have to be patient. And it's part of the process. It's part of your growth as a realtor. You know, you're going to be speaking one day like, I remember when I couldn't get a client, you know, and now I have X, Y, and Z clients. So it's just one of those things, you know, and I think that may be a shocker to you, because maybe you kind of thought that you were going to get into this industry and it was just going to be opportunities, and now you're feeling like, okay, I have to go searching for opportunities. And we also have the 7 of Wands. All right, so yes, again, 7 is the prevalent number in the year 2023. You are going to have to go searching for these opportunities. Okay, so it's not easy work. I actually thought about being a realtor too, and I just was like, I did a reading and I was like, oh, that ain't for me, you know, because it's a lot of work. It's not easy to do that, but you will be successful. You're just going to have to put in that footwork, you know. Yes. Well, I need you to help me buy a house. I want another house. Okay. Let's shade of that. I'll be your first client. Yeah. Let's see if we can get some words of advice. We got the Hierophant for you. We got the Hierophant. So for me, this means spiritual work. You're going to have to do some spiritual work. All right. You doing good by doing the actual, you know, necessary work that needs to be done. But then I feel like what's going to add the cherry on the top is really working with your ancestors, really lighting candles, really doing money rituals, really tapping into your inner goddess and being able to really attract it to you. All right, so I'm getting do spiritual work. Let's clarify that. Definitely doing spiritual work is going to help you. So I would definitely, you know, visit your local botanica and get you some money candles, get you some, you know, white candles for your ancestors, do your money rituals every month, you know, do your spiritual baths, make sure that you're maintaining your spiritual hygiene, making sure that you are keeping your space cleansed so that more abundance is flowing to you and you don't have a bunch of stagnant energy around you. But I definitely feel like doing spiritual work is really going to help you tap into that ability to get more clients and get more leads and, you know, closings. Hey, good evening. Now look at my people coming in the building. What's good? We just doing a little live. But while we're on here, you're welcome. While we're on here, I want to know who wants to travel to Ghana. Like, I am hosting lots of tours to Africa, not just Ghana. We're doing South Africa in September. And then we're looking into doing Tanzania. But we do have a tour coming up in June 5th through the 15th. We are going to Ghana for 10 days. Y'all, it's going to be so lit. I'm telling you, you are not going to want to come back. It's going to become a yearly thing. Like, I got to go to Ghana every year. Like, it's literally that much fun. But it's going to be beautiful because the tour is going to be all around, you know, just tuning in to your life path. And we're going to be doing ancestor work while we're out there. So while we're traveling through the coast of Ghana and visiting the different regions, and visiting the different villages, we will actually be able to meet with elders from our ancestry, if you are of Black and brown descent. And we're going to be doing pouring of libations. You are going to be able to hear the tales of what your ancestors been through. We are going to walk the grounds that they've walked, and it's really going to allow you to tap into a part of yourself that has been oppressed, just due to, you know, the oppression here in America. But tapping into that energy is going to really allow you to see the opportunity ahead for you. Anytime I come back from Africa, I feel like I'm on top of the world. I feel like I can defeat anything. I feel like the power that had been restored in me is like, it makes me unstoppable. So I really want to bridge that gap. Because, you know, a lot of us have a real negative way of looking at the continent Africa. And so I want to bridge that gap for the people in the diaspora and kind of finish up the work that Marcus Garvey and all of them was doing, so that we can get this Pan-Africanism movement going and we can start to build the land of the free over there, you know, because that's just what we are here for. You know, that's our birthright, for us to enjoy a level of freedom. And I think that living in this system, especially in America, we fall victim to capitalism and we start buying into the oppression, you know, and we do it without even recognizing sometimes. And it has a huge effect on how we live our lives, how we are able to make our money, how we are able to interact with in our relationships with our children and our family members. So I can go on and on about it, but yeah, the tour is going to be June 5th through the 10th. I'm going on a bunch of different tours, but yes, June 5th through the 15th, I'm sorry. And we are going to be visiting 3 different regions of Ghana. Hotel accommodations will be top tier. I only do 5-star shit anyway. So we're going to eat good. We're going to party good. We're going to have good, wholesome fun. And we're also going to be able to tap into the magical powers of our ancestors, which is going to be something that you literally can't get nowhere but Mother Africa. So I'm really excited to be hosting this tour. I hope that you guys, I'll be reaching out to you, those that are interested. And yeah, we got payment plans. So, you know, we're going to work it out. Let me tell you, we manifesting what we want. We're not living in a state of lack no more. We can't do it. It's not a good place to be. I was there for a long time. And every now and then I fall victim to it again. And then I have to quickly grab myself out of that. Like, no, the enemy is not going to win. I am not going to be in a poverty mindset. I am not going to stay in a lack mindset. I am going to tap into my true abundance that is owed to me. So Make it happen. I'm telling you, like, it was the best decision of my life to book that trip to Ghana. It really was. And so it changed my life. And so I want to be able to offer that opportunity to my community, because that's just what I'm here to do at this point. And I know what I'm here to do. I'm here to serve my community. In any way that I can serve y'all, let me know. Please let me know. Like, I've been getting a lot of messages about things that I need to be working on. And I am literally putting all of this into the works right now. Like, we about to have so much cool shit dropping on my website, y'all. EmpressLoveandCo.com. Anything that you need along your spiritual journey. We got 7-day candles. We got intentional candles. We got spiritual baths. We got yoni things. We have everything you need to elevate your spiritual life in my shop. So I am working for y'all. I'm working for my community. I'm a Life Path 6. That means I'm here to bring harmony amongst the community. I'm here to be a healer. I am here to assist those that are struggling with generational trauma and teaching them a different way, a different perspective, a different way of living, because it has brought me so much joy in my life to really be able to do that for others, just by telling my story, just by telling my truth. And you see how important it is to be truthful. Like, it is imperative. Like, you have to practice an honest lifestyle. You're not going to get anywhere in life being dishonest. You have to have integrity. You know, I want to talk about that too real quick. I can go on and on all day, but I really think it's important to talk about character, because a lot of us got fucked up character. And I'm sorry. We working on it, but this is what we're doing. We're keeping it real in 2023. We got fucked up character. And the shit had been taught to us, and we ain't never tried to fix it. We just like, oh, well, this is how I am, on some narcissistic bullshit. This is how I am, and you can deal with it, or you don't, or you can get the fuck out of my life. Yeah, bitch, you about to be a lonely ass motherfucker, because in 2023, we not doing that. We gotta have good character. We have to stop lying to ourselves. Because look, like my mom used to tell me when we was younger, if you will lie to me, you will steal from me. You will cheat me. All right? Working on your character. Yes, having integrity will help you tap into so much abundance in your life. It really will. It will keep a lot of fuck shit away from you. Seriously. I had a mentor tell me, you know, when you play into a certain character, you are submitting to a certain God. Let me say that again. When you play into a certain character, you are selling your soul to a certain God. All right. So when you look at your character, let's talk about bad character, right? If you are a person who lies, right? You are feeding a lying spirit every time you lie. And what happens when you tell one lie? You got to keep up the lie. So every time you keep lying, you are selling your soul to that God. You are working for that God. And do you think that God is going to stop you from lying in the future? No. It's going to want you to keep building that monster up, building that God up until you turn into a whole complete fucking liar. Now you have destroyed your life. You don't have no real friendships. You can't keep nothing, no real abundance, no real love in your life, because you are a liar. And what comes right after that is a cheater. So having integrity is so important, because when you play into those characters, when you sell your soul to those specific gods, you will be working for them. And then at that point, you're not working for the Most High. So you think that the Most High is going to bless you with opportunity and abundance? Nah, you become a fucked up person. And then don't let you have kids, because now that's what you're teaching your kids. We don't talk about, nonverbal communication is a real thing. Kids pick up on energy all the time. You know? So let's do that. Going into 2023, let's work on our character. Let's try to be better people. Even if it's hard, even if it's embarrassing. And that's what I love about spirituality. It's all about accountability. It's all about accountability. Holding yourself accountable will get you so far in life. But if you have this savior complex, like you think Jesus just gonna save you from all your sins. You just think like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard, sis. It's gonna be real hard. Fam, it's gonna be hard. So just practice having good character so that you can surround yourself in a community with people who you don't have to lie to. Yeah. Integrity gonna save you from karmic day. Yes. Oh, I talked about that in the live earlier. Karma, justice is coming for everybody who has been doing fuck shit. Karma always comes back around. It's a cycle, right? It's going to come around. But if you was doing some real sketchy shit, if you a scammer and you out here, going into people's bank accounts and, doing shit like that, like you about to be getting caught up with the law. Okay, justice is about to prevail. And I mean this in court cases. Like, that's what I was getting. Heavy. Like, and I was just like, wow, I don't have any court cases going on. Why do I keep picking up court cases? And it seems like it is going to be injustice for a lot of people. A lot of people are going to find themselves behind bars. It's real fucked up. So, with that being said, if you are dealing with a court case, light you some candles. Light you some court candles. Go to your local Botanica, order you some 7-day court candles, and make sure you are staying on top of that case, making sure that you are investing in a good lawyer, especially if you know that you did some fuck shit. Asking the ancestors to work for you. That's what I'm saying. Ancestor work is going to be needed in 2023. We cannot just act like we don't hear them. We can't act like we don't hear that voice that sound like grandma telling us to stop fucking with that nigga. We can't keep living like that, because they are going to be on your head. Like, And so you might as well, and just know this too. I'm probably going to do a class on ancestor veneration and ancestor workings, because, I think, we just need that in our community. But you should know that you are the one in charge of how you want them to communicate with you. You can say, hey, I want you to communicate through smells. I want you to communicate through voices. I want you to communicate through music. You can let them know how you want them to communicate with you, and they will respect it. But those who just don't listen, the ancestors is going to be talking to y'all in different ways. They're going to be sending hella warnings, and I'm pretty sure you're not going to want it in those deliveries. So definitely create a safe space to have that opportunity to do that work. And like I said, we do that type of work before dawn. Not before dawn, at dawn, I'm sorry. So that's like 4 a.m. You want to do it before the sun comes up. Okay? Or they gonna be waking your ass up at 3 o'clock in the morning anyway. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So, it's gonna be a very beautiful year. In the Orisha lifestyle, it is the year of Oshun. Okay? It is going to be the year of Oshun. They said the year of Oshun and Yamaye. All right? So like I said, if you are a water sign, if you have any type of water in your chart, you are going to feel that shit. If you are a Life Path 7, you are going to feel that shit. Okay? Because if you know anything about them water spirits, they not going to play with you. You know, Oshun don't play. So you better get your mirror and really practice some introspection. Really tap into the truth. Speak your shit. Speak your truth. If you gotta build up the courage to speak your truth in the mirror, do that. That's what Oshun does. She gonna make you speak your truth. So start getting comfortable with telling the truth, y'all. All right, so I think that's pretty much it for me. If you guys want to book a personal reading, I am accepting personal readings. And like I said, I would love to travel to Ghana with a lot of y'all in this live. Actually, I'm fucking with who's on my live right now. I appreciate the love. Thank you for all the love, and the likes and the shares. I really appreciate it. Because like I said, I'm just here to serve y'all. I'm really here to serve my community. I'm a Life Path 6. This is my destiny. This is my purpose. And I love what I do. The Most High knew. So, but going into something else. All right, we a little bit off topic, but I want to see how y'all feel about this. So, there is a business called The Conjure. I think that's what the business is called. It's called The Conjure. The owner of that company, her name is Lala. Anyway, she has a new reality show called The Atlanta Witches, or Witches of Atlanta, or something like that. I want to know how y'all feel. You know, I want to know how y'all feel about that. Happy New Year's, boo. Yes. So I really want to know how y'all feel about that. Maybe I don't know. But yeah, I saw that circulating on social media the other day, and I was like, what the fuck? She's starting a reality show for witches? A real witch would never. Like, I ain't seen not one positive reality show yet. You think I'm about to get on TV? You watched it? What, is it good? Is it entertaining? Like, I mean, let me tell y'all, I'm pretty sure she did consult with her ancestors before doing that. But my ancestors didn't like that shit. It had my stomach turning. Like, is she for real? And then they name dropping. They talking about celebrities who are calling her. It's like, where is your discretion, baby girl? Like, I'm just like, and then she act like the Salem witch trials never really happened. Like, that shit happened. You think they want to see black women on national television empowering themselves and then empowering others? But to me, it just seems like it's going to be mad messy, you know, because on the preview, they was just name dropping Meek Mill and all these people. And I'm like, what? How they feel about that? Like, you can't be name dropping your clients like that. You know, it's just like, so that's what I mean. A lot of shit is going to be exposed with the Seven of Swords kind of leading the energy of the year. All the fakes will be exposed. Right? Authenticity is a real thing. You got to be authentic in this lifetime. You have to be. Yeah, I don't know what channel does it come on. I don't even know what channel it comes on. Like, I just saw it on Instagram. What was that, yesterday? And I was like, what? Who approved this shit? Because every time I talk about it, I see angel numbers. Like, look, 722 on the clock. My ancestors don't like that shit. They like, what the fuck is going on? Is she talking closed practices on national? Like, you have to be initiated into this stuff. You know? Like, to be, like, you know they love culture appropriation. You know these folks love, you know what I'm saying? These crackers love to do what we do. They've been doing it. So now you about to be dropping all the gems on national TV for a check? For some $1,000 a show? Girl, I don't know about that. I'm like, what channel did it come on? Like, it gotta be one of those, like, low budget ass streaming channels. Because, yeah, you know, hoodoo, you know, voodoo, voodoo, like Haitian voodoo, you know, Ifa, Afa, Kali, all that shit you gotta be initiated into. They don't just tell you shit. So I really hope she ain't getting on there, giving them recipes. That's just too much. I said a real witch would never. Where's your discretion? Like, you never let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. Like, witchcraft 1-on-1. You know, like, what the fuck? And let's be real. You know, we gotta stop with the demonizing everything. Like, we just gotta stop with that shit. Because if you don't know by now that everybody is performing witchcraft, or everybody has participated in witchcraft at least one time a day in your life, you need to cut this shit. Stop being ignorant. Yeah, Santorini, like all that shit you have to be initiated into. And it's all, look. Yeah, you gotta be private. Privacy. That's power 1-on-1. Hell no. Don't let nobody know my name. Child, I don't even be trying to let people know my birthday. Cause then they try to analyze your shit now. Now everybody know about natal charts. They want to analyze you off your birth chart. Like, no, you don't need to know my birthday. No, you don't need to know what my Venus is in. Like, you just don't. And to be sitting up there, you know, like, I'm just like, that is a no-go. I don't think the ancestors like that. Yeah, you have to be private, for sure. So, yeah, spirituality has become a real fad. Oh yeah. I mean, I've talked a lot about womb healing this month. I feel like that was a major that was a major thing in my life, focusing on womb healing. And yeah, I definitely feel like pregnancy is a very intimate time in your life, and people just, you know, exposing so much about their pregnancy, about the environment that they're in. I just don't think it's a good idea. I definitely think that you should keep those things private. Unless you are like an advocate for that type of stuff, then it is always good to share with the community. But you have to protect yourself, you know, protecting your energy. Yeah, that's another thing. Protecting your energy. It's going to be a lot of fake shit going on. How do you know who to trust is the question. I feel like, you know, with that being said, who to trust? Your ancestors. This is why it is imperative to do your spiritual work. Because when you do your spiritual work, you won't have that question. You gonna already know. Your spirit gonna be like, that bitch talk shit about you. You gonna be like, what? What, am I hearing shit? Like, am I just being paranoid? No. That's your ancestors talking to you. Oh, yeah. I mean, we need to understand that witchcraft can be something as simple as somebody cursing your life. Saying, bitch, you'll never find another man like me. You'll never be happy without me. That's witchcraft. People cursing your name. Telling you to go to hell. That's witchcraft. You know, now you want to talk about actual root work, somebody doing root work on you. Now that's some fucked up ass shit, but people doing it all the time. And that's why, you know, it is good to have a relationship with your ancestors, because your ancestors see the shit that you don't see. And they will let you know when it's time to protect yourself. They are going to let you know when it's time to cleanse your ass. They are going to let you know when it's time to light some reversal candles. They are going to let you know when it's time to do egg cleanses. They will let you know when it's time to do divinations and seek spiritual help. They will let you know. Yeah, exactly. Your spirit will tell you. It definitely is discernment. For sure. Your spirit will definitely let you know. So, like I said, the year of the 7, a lot of deception, lots of fakes will be exposed. All right. So, really develop that relationship, y'all. Yeah. Oh my God. What the fuck? Oh, wow. I'm so sorry. You know, we really have to be careful, y'all. That is just horrible. And guess what? That shit gonna come back on him. Because I know you did what you had to do. It's gonna come back on him. And, you know, the fact that he said that is just really sick, actually. It's really, really sick. They did a confusion spell on you. Wow. They did a confusion spell on you. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, and this is why you have to be. And I mean, even then, the enemy, anytime you are elevating your life, the enemy is always going to try to tear you down and attack you. And that's why when you start really tapping into your spiritual lifestyle, it really becomes a lifestyle. It's work, you know. Like I said, a lot of people want to just, you know, show spirituality as if it's an aesthetic, and it's not. Being spiritual and practicing spirituality is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I've learned that. Because last year, I got lazy. This is real shit. I got real lazy with my spiritual work, and fuck shit was happening. And my ancestors was like, okay, bitch, you gonna learn. You gonna learn. You know, we're here to protect you. We got your back, but you gonna learn. Wow. I'm just disgusted by him and doing that. And that's great. And that's how you get your blessings, you know. And that's how you get your blessings. That's crazy though. Yeah. Womb healing is it's a job too, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about, because I've been seeing this little picture floating on Facebook, and it's of men, right? In their panties, men in white panties with blood stains. And it's basically some sort of art saying that men get periods too. But what I feel like what they were trying to explain, maybe, because at first I looked at it and I was like, what the heck? Then Spirit really started to talk to me, and it was all about womb healing. And, we all need to know that, yes, we as women do have a physical womb space, but men also do have a womb space as well. And this is how you're able to manifest. Yeah. That's how you're able to manifest. And so I don't think we take into consideration how affected we really are by womb trauma and things of that nature. A lot of shit was passed down to us without us even knowing. Our parents and parents before that, and all the way down, have signed certain contracts when they married certain people. And we're suffering with the aftermath of that, and not even knowing that shit was passed down to us in our womb. So when I say you need to be extremely selective with who you allow to come in you, it is very important. Because y'all already got, your own demons that you're trying to kill and, fight away, fight off. Now you done, slept with somebody else who you don't know what the fuck they got in their bloodline. And so it's very important to make sure that you are taking your time and really fucking, making these niggas put in mad work. Yeah, because womb healing, I'm not playing with that. Like, you're not going to stop me from tapping into my abundance and being able to manifest what I want in my life, because you don't know how to fight your demons. And I gotta worry about my child and doing all this spiritual work for my child, because we got this shit on us. Like, it's a lot. So it is what it is, though. Like I said, you don't have to make healing your identity. Yes, let's get on live. I would love to hear what you have to say. I'm really intrigued by the idea of, like, when I started to really study, I studied it a while back. This was the book. Oh, shit. Oh, excuse me, y'all. This was the book that really helped me tap into, womb healing and what all that really meant. But I kind of, I read it. I fuck with Queen of Fours, so I was really into it. And it's more of like a reference book, so it's not something that you just kind of read from front to back. But recently, these last few months, I've been called to really study the womb and how that can manifest in your life, and the trauma from that. And I'm just like, wow, a lot of us have really suffered without even knowing, just from the disease and, you know, the miscarrying and the, you know, the sexual abuse. And it's just, us as women, we have a huge responsibility. You know, we have a huge responsibility. Oh yeah, I mean, a huge impact in my life. This book, I mean, she really did her damn thing with this book. Yeah, let's schedule a live. I mean, when do you want to do it, girl? I would love to do that. I would love to schedule a live and just really educate. I'm a Virgo, so I like to educate. But really kind of help our community tap into it, because even down to the foods that we eat, we don't even realize like the trauma that our womb is going through. It's not right. Oh, yay. That's what's up. Yeah. The Waistbeads will do it. Have you really tapping into your divine feminine energy? You need to send me some pictures. Yeah, so, I'm actually doing an event. If any of you guys are in the Atlanta area, I'm doing an event. I'm going to post it on my page, but it's the Atlantis Voyage event. This is my first event with her, Artsy Lola, but she's out here in Atlanta and she throws sensual healing events. And so I'm excited to see how this is gonna work, because to my knowledge, it's an event that is going to help people communicate, right? Really utilizing their throat chakra and tapping into that emotional, sensual energy, and really helping people learn how to speak to their partners about what they need, and on a certain level of intimacy, like how to express what they need to receive a certain intimacy into their life. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna be there, and I'm actually gonna be doing Waistbead ceremonies. So I'm really excited to do that. Oh yes, I do. I actually just got back from Ghana, and I picked up a ton of like beautiful ones that I have. So yes, you can check out my website. It's in the link in my bio. Thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, womb healing, it changed my life. I mean, I still got a lot of work to do. But I have been honest with myself about my state of health and my state of being, and I'm doing what I need to do. And right now, I just been doing a lot of womb herbal teas. I've been doing a lot of meditation, listening to certain frequencies. I've been definitely doing cleansings. I'm always doing cleansings because I do divination work. But I've even been working with my daughter, because when I had my daughter at a young age, only Lord knows what I possibly may put on her. So I'm actually working on my daughter too. And I want to talk about that too real quick. Let's protect these babies. We have to protect these babies. I mean, it's so crazy. We forget about the babies. We're doing all this spiritual work. We trying to manifest money. We cleansing ourselves, but we forgetting about our babies. Like, no, we have to start cleansing our children just as much as we cleanse ourselves. We have to start anointing our children, because my daughter's getting up in age and the influence is real. She asked me today what a munch was. And I just was like, fuck Cardi B. We're not listening to this shit no more. And I love Cardi B. But, how do I explain to her what a munch is? Like, we got to protect the babies, especially as women, as mothers. We are healers of our community. We have to take the lead because we really are the lead. Women, we run the fucking world. We really rule the world. That's the crazy thing. Wow, you give your kids egg cleanses. Yeah, I just like really started actively, like, and I really wish I would have, but God has divine time and I'm not even gonna worry about it. But yes, I've started to anoint my child every day before school. I'm giving her spiritual baths. I'm actually teaching her a lot about connecting with her ancestors, and my baby's very intuitive, so I love that for her. Yeah, and then I don't post my child like that neither. I really don't. I don't think it's needed because it's nothing but majority predators on these apps, so I don't really do that neither. But yeah, I mean, like I said, we was just talking about witchcraft and how it's just all over the place. I'm not about to expose my child to that type of torment, and it's hard because she's all into the TikTok. Like I said, it's all of these influences around her. I'm working really hard to keep her clean and cleansed. Ooh. You right. You hit that one on the nail. Play her some frequencies before bed. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, my daughter is very intuitive, extremely. And so poor baby, she be having dreams, and I'm just like, we gonna work on it, baby. I'm healing everybody in my community. I gotta take care of home first and family. So but girl, we are going to schedule this live. I'm gonna DM you, and we gonna schedule this live, and we gonna get on here and talk about womb healing and how important it is to protect these babies. And I'm excited about that because, I really think that they need to hear that. Yeah. Well, I would say that this was a successful live. We was on here for about an hour, 2 hours. So, I will be tapping off because, y'all, I'm practicing getting more rest like we talked about. Minimum 7 hours, y'all. 7 hours a day. Stop scrolling on your phone right before bed. Really, getting the TV out the room. All of these things is going to help you get better sleep. Oh, yes. Oh, man. Yes. I mean, this girl is so intuitive. I mean, I've been even teaching her tarot at this point because she's so intuitive. I'm like, and it's amazing. She does not know the meanings of the cards, but she can literally find out the meanings by just looking at the picture. I said, wow. She's a natural born intuitive. I love that for her. And so I know that with that being said, she's probably definitely an empath as well. And, I'm going to have to teach her how to protect herself when I'm not around. Yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, we have to expose our children to it. I mean, we just have to, because there's so much influence. And then as your children get older, you start to realize, like, okay, you don't have less influence, but there's more people around, the friends, the teachers, and it's just like, like, does she still want to hear from me? And like the other day she was like, her school was teaching her about puberty, and she wanted me to sign the form where she can take the class and learn about puberty. And at first I was like, fuck no. Like, anything you want to learn about puberty, ask me. Like, we got the same fucking blood, so most likely anything that happened to me is going to happen to you. So I got you. Like, what do you want to know? And she flat out told me, she said, I don't want you to tell me. I want to learn with my friends. And I said, oh, you just want to laugh with your friends and talk about sex, or talk about your private parts. And she was just like, no. And so I just had to really put my pride aside. And, I said, I made sure that the teacher was like only going to teach her about her private parts and nothing else. And, but it just let me know, like, damn, the influence is real. Like, she don't even want to really hear from me like that. So it kind of hurt my feelings, but it let me know that I got to do work. I have to do work on my child. I have to make sure that she's confident. She feels grounded. She feels secure in who she is and her abilities. And we have to do work on the babies for sure. And we have to teach them how to tap into that higher power as well, through prayer or whatever, Yeah, she's super gifted. I mean, natural born with it. And so I'm excited for her, like you said, growing up in the age of Aquarius, to see how she is gonna fulfill her life purpose, as an intuitive. I'm very excited for her. And another thing that I looked at, I think that as parents, we get caught up in just being the provider for our children, that we forget that they were sent to us to teach us a lot. Just like we were here to teach them, just like we were sent in their lives to be their guardian and their protector and to teach them, they were here to teach us. So the relationship goes both ways, and you have to create a safe space for your child to be able to open up to you about those things. So I'm excited for where our relationship is going. My child is 10. And so number 10, honey, she is at a place where she thinks she knows shit. She thinks she knows shit. And I just be like, I get a little bit ego. My ego starts to come out. And I said, oh God, send help, send help. And that's why I am so excited that I'm building my community with other women, other mothers, Black mothers. And so we can have these conversations, because y'all, like, I'm definitely about to be playing frequencies for my daughter tonight. She go back to school tomorrow. I'm like, give me TikTok. Okay, give it back to me. This is what we're listening to, and we're going to, and we're going to meditate, and we're going to do these things, My son gets me together and shows me so much. Yeah, your kids will teach you so much. And it's so funny that you say that, because I've actually dealt with a lot of trauma from my father. And my father's an Aries man, so he's very aggressive. He's very, it can kind of come off narcissistic at times. And, I realized that he just doesn't understand how to be anything else, because he's been that way his whole life. He's been taught to be that way, and nobody's ever corrected him. But I say this to say that my father is pretty up there in age, and me being honest with him about his bullshit has gotten his life all the way together. And I see the growth, even for him at the age of almost 70 years old. I see the growth, and I'm just like, I love that. I love that. So yeah, definitely the relationship goes both ways, and don't think just because they're children and maybe they don't know how to express and be descriptive about their emotions that they don't feel shit. I think that, people talk a lot about gentle parenting, and I think it's just the idea that you're creating a safe space for your child to process their emotions without punishing them or just being hard on them through that time, because they just don't have the words sometimes to express themselves, even as an adult. Sometimes adults, you be like, say what's on your fucking mind, and I think that's the beauty about me understanding that, because now I'm able to be more patient with people. Before I'm like, yo, spit it out, my nigga. Like, how do you feel? Spit it out. But now, God has allowed me to really be more patient in my relationship. So now I give people the safe space to really be able to be more descriptive and find the words to express, how they feel. And I love that for me and them. And, wow, she has a therapist. Wow. Yeah, that's beautiful. I love that you were able to invest in your child that way. I love that you were able to invest in your child. Yeah, our children are our biggest investments. Our biggest investments. I mean, that's beautiful. I mean, just wonderful. Because mental health, that was definitely something that was highlighted in 2023, is really being honest about your mental health situation. Being honest about it. Like, okay, I'm not okay. It's okay to not be okay. And it's okay to need help. The brain is just like every other organ in the body. It gets sick sometimes, and you have to take care of it. And that's why I said all of this escapism, trying to cover it up with herbal teas and herbal remedies. No, take your ass to the doctor and get the help that you need, so you can move on from there by doing your preventative medicines and holistic healing. But I definitely commend you and I applaud you for doing the research, because I'm sure you had to do a lot of research to find her a good therapist that you will trust, and then actually paying that money to do that. I commend you, because it's important, like we were talking about with character. If you allow this system to raise your child, you are going to be in trouble. Oh, in Fayetteville? Oh, girl, that's in my neck of the woods. I definitely need to look that up. Yes. Yeah, because, my daughter, unfortunately, she watched me grow up. And in a lot of situations, she's still watching me grow up. It's kind of crazy when you look at it, because me and my mother, we're almost like 30 years apart. With her, we're so kind of close. And so when I had her, of course I wasn't that ready. So I had to, she witnessed a lot, unfortunately. And so I have to be honest with myself about how that may be playing out in her life now, and taking accountability for that. And so I really commend you for doing that, Queen. Like, I'm giving you your flowers. Giving you your flowers right now. Like, I love that for you. And I know that she's going to be a wonderful person. And she's really going to appreciate you for that. And her children's children is going to appreciate you for that. So that's beautiful. Yeah, you guys, I love this. I'm so happy that this live went so well. I don't know why I be getting nervous every time I go on live. Like, because I used to go live all the time, and then my nerves just started getting a little bit better. But today I was kind of nervous. I was like, oh, this topic is so deep. You know? It's so deep. It's so dark, you know? Because like I said, you know, a lot of people are going to have to get on top of their health because I'm seeing a lot of fuck shit like DUI and jail time and death. So, I kind of was apprehensive about sharing that on live, but I knew that that's part of the work. You know, you have to be uncomfortable. So, yes, but, we're going into 2 hours, y'all. And I love talking to y'all, but I gotta start doing my mothering shit now. Kids go back to school tomorrow, so I know we all mothers on this live at this point. So I'm definitely going to DM you, girl. I want to definitely do that live, like as soon as possible if we can. And let's turn this bitch up, you know. Let's start 2023 off with a real bang. You know, let's get the collective together so that we can collectively tap into this abundance and we can be in harmony, right? Yeah. It sucks. I mean, death is inevitable, but I feel like this type of death that is happening, it's almost like a punishment. You know? It feels like a punishment, kind of. It feels like you didn't appreciate this life, so now I'm going to make you do it again. It feels like something a little bit darker. And you know, death comes in all forms, you know. Definitely in the physical form I picked up for sure, but this could be, you know, the death of a lot of different things. So, hey Wayne, what is good? I miss you, buddy. I haven't seen you in so long. Like, you pop. Look, my famous friend, y'all. I used to talk to him all the time. You don't even check on me no more. Let me stop. No, we gonna talk. We gonna chat it up. Phone works both ways. Oh, shit. So you really was picking up on that energy. Girl, Scorpios. I mean, listen, I love a good Scorpio. I always need me a Scorpio in my life. Always get you a Scorpio in your life. At least one. Just one. I could only manage just one Scorpio in my life because the truth, the truth that y'all come with and how y'all deliver it be real. It'll change your life. You know, it's definitely transformational, and you need at least one person in your life who is going to help you transform and help you see things from a different perspective and help you bring shit to the light in your life. You definitely need you a good Scorpio friend. Yeah, it feels Grim Reaper-ish. It definitely does. Like, as I've been doing readings, and I just was like, oh shit, I need to cleanse myself like daily at this point. You know, I always do, but like taking it a step further and doing, you know, more rituals in my work, just because it has been feeling sort of Grim Reaper-ish. And you know, as I'm growing in my craft, this was just something that was sort of uncomfortable for me, you know, to possibly see death in the cards for some people. You know, it was just like, I felt like it was in my place, you know, but, you know, it is what it is, right? I love you. Oh, love you too, Queen. And yeah, we will catch up. So, Godspeed, girl. You reminded me of that damn show, Handmaid's Tale. That show give me so much anxiety, but I just can't stop watching it sometimes. But yes. Love you all. We're going to bring this live to an end. But I appreciate y'all being so interactive with me. And we will tap in again soon. All right? But be blessed, and take care of yourselves this year. All right? Ashe.